New Japan Cup and have now whittled down the field from 16 to the top 8 as we head into the quarterfinals, all being broadcast tomorrow on NJCup.com, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hello, everybody. I'm just a simple man, and my name is Noah Foster, and welcome once again to another NJ Cup Simple Take. And of course, I'm giving you my simple take on the conclusions of round 2 and my overall preview and predictions of the quarterfinals. A very interesting day with edge of your seat, incredible action as always. New Japan delivers with a couple of matches really stealing the show as verbatim. With that being said, let's go ahead and briefly highlight what was on today from Korakuen Hall, as it is now July 1st, 9:36 a.m. Eastern Standard Time that I bring this simple take to you. Let me talk to you. Conclusion of round 2. Our first opening match was Bushi versus Yoshihashi. And Bushi, of course, with the pre-match attack. Yoshihashi, of course, showing a lot of aggression here. It was a really back and forth match. There was a competitive chop exchange. A nasty spot towards the end. I think it was actually the shortest match of the show, really. And I gotta be honest, again, it's still heavyweight versus junior heavyweight. While Ishii doesn't look at that weight classes, I just did not see Bushi going over Yoshihashi here. And my thoughts were right. And by the way, the only thing that matters in my bracket is literally at this point my winner, and I'll discuss that later. But in the end, in this match, Yoshihashi, he did pick up the win. Not with a butterfly lock, by the way, but with a power move into a pinfall combination. And he pins Bushi 1, 2, 3. I believe it was... I think it was just actually a power bomb, but someone can correct me on that. As far as Bushi goes, not bad for his first New Japan Cup. He got through his opener. And I wouldn't mind seeing him in this again, though the excitement in Bushi versus Sanada with an all-LIJ feud was tantalizing, though I also could have saw Bushi versus Evil. When you think about it, this New Japan Cup, it really could have gone down to really LIJ people for like half of it. But Bushi, gone. Good try, though. And Yoshihashi, he continues as many people. They do get behind him, but I feel like some people still are like, when it comes to Yoshihashi. Again, this guy has yet to hold gold in New Japan Pro Wrestling, but holds a lot of promised potential. I hope he does get there one day. Will he make it for the New Japan Cup? I don't know. This next match, though, it was very different in the dynamics, as Sho being the aggressor, it seems, but also a very mat-based technician. Shout out, by the way, to his Techniker style, as he's classified as. That's his wrestling style classified as. And thank you, CageMatch.net, the internet wrestling database, for all this knowledge and facts. But he took on Cold Skull Sanada, who we all know is very calm, composed, seems to really keep himself in control. I think he exercises a lot of tranquilo when it comes to his matches. And this match was very back and forth at the beginning. Both men jogging for position, trying to control one another, and then a deep arm drag into a near armbar submission as Sho tried to work the arm. Most of the match, really, the left arm. It was a bridge combination with touch strength where Sanada tried to get the best of Sho and to get caught for the first time in armbar. And go follow that, by the way, folks, on Facebook. Exclamation point. Don't forget it. Hi, Jerry Slaughter. With that being said, as the match continued, this was really a match of trying to control the other men, and really both men were going to the submissions game. As the match continued, Sho continued working the arm of Sanada, including ringing it over the ropes and trying to ring it around the ring post. Explosive spear later on, though, Sanada tried to mount a comeback. Sho dropped him where he stood and went right back for his armbar after a subtle exchange. Sanada finally, he takes advantage of Sho for the first point of this match by finally picking a target. In this case, he picked his leg, obviously trying to set up where I would think some sort of ankle lock hold or submission. Anyway, as the match continues, Sho, though, he remained in control for probably, you could say, 85% of this match. He got him again into the armbar, and then Sanada tried to counter it into a triangle, basically. Sho basically keeping the armbar, almost locking 2 submissions in at once. But, however, deadlift, powerbomb by Sanada finally broke up that hold. We're back to round 0. There was a Hurricane Rana counter into the power breaker, Sho's style of a backstabber, ouch, impact, and tries to get a fall off it, near fall. The match continues, and Sanada finally tries to lock in Skull End, his submission hold, the Dragon Sleeper. He wasn't able to fully maintain hold of the grip, as Sho, I think he put him into a Kimura, which you don't normally see a lot in wrestling, considering how lethal that move is to someone's arm. Again, but somehow a deadlift German into a bridge allows for Sanada to get some momentum, but Show, he tries not once, not twice following this, but it looks like 3 times to finally package Sonata, go for his finisher, shock arrow, that ridiculous package springboard pile driver, it seems, because literally when he drops his opponent, the opponent just pops out. And in the end, Sonata kept on trying to fight against this. Subtle exchange into another skull in, tries to swing him out, but could not get him all the way down. And Show tries to counter that, only for Sonata to finally get the better of Show, who tried, I might add, to put the skull in himself, it seemed, or his own former Dragon Sleeper. Moonsault into Skullin, finally ground Show, and Sonata wins this match. 1, 2, 3. I don't know about you all, but Show has brought very much potential, I feel like, and opened a lot of people's eyes to what he could bring as a singles competitor. Not only as an aggressor, but also a map-based technician. This was very forward aggressive, really, by Show for most of this match. I feel like he controlled most of it, but Sonata showed how far he could really withstand, showed his endurance, and also showed how well he can maintain his composure to, in the end, get the win. It's like you don't really see a lot of emotion from Sonata. He's one of those that you really wonder what goes through his head. And I'm sure Milano thinks about that a lot too. No Paradise Lock, by the way, at all attempted in this match either, which I thought was also interesting. But regardless, Sonata, he advances. Show, great run in your first New Japan Cup. I certainly hope it will not be his last. And I already think I know what's next for Show based on what's happened previously. We got Dominion, folks, right around the corner. Just saying. As we move away from New Japan Cup action, we go into, of course, a tag special. And this tag special was primarily to hype up one match that we know for sure is happening in the quarterfinals. And that is the Stone People Tomohiro Ishii versus Ticking Time Bomb Hiromu Takahashi. And it took a while for us to finally get a preview of that in this match, even though there were subtle tidbits of it throughout. The match kicks off with Hiromu, who wanted Tomohiro, but it looks like Yano was trying to convey peace based on their last match, until he pulled out a Ziploc bag with Hiromu's hair that freaked Hiromu out. I don't know why he was trying to just freak him out or give it to him. I don't ever know what goes through Toriano's mind. Maybe that's for the best. As this match continues, it finally came down to Shingo and the Young Lion, as it was Toriano, Yoda Tomohiro Ishii versus Hiromu Takahashi, Shingo Takagi, and Tetsuya Naito, in case I didn't tell you all that. Anyway, Shingo and Yoda, they had a very aggressive exchange until that explosive, impactful 3-move combo by Shingo put the match in LIJ's favor for most of the match going forward, and it all broke down, of course, LIJ controlling their opposition. As LIJ basically handicapped Yoda into their corner, Naito took over, showed some tranquilo, and also some aggression against the young lion Yoda, who, if y'all remember, was literally the mouthpiece of Hiromu last time we saw him. I wonder if Hiromu and Yoda have like mutual respect for one another, because they really didn't mix it up with each other until towards the end. Anyway, as this match continues, Naito, he basically controls Yota for the portion of this until Yoda pulls off a drop a kiku. By the way, Japanese commentary. I love it. The match continues, and we finally get our previews. Hiromu and Ishii, they go at each other. And then a vertical drop brainbuster basically puts the match in favor again of LIJ when Tomohiro was bringing the match to his favor. Because again, Tomohiro, he is all about bringing the fight. Hiromu's just all about having his fun in wrestling. And Tomohiro's like, hit me harder, this is all you got. Tomohiro Ishii, man, unbelievable. If you guys have not watched Tomohiro Ishii match, where the hell have you been? Anyway, as the match continues, Brainbuster, it all breaks down again, and then Hiromu is still in here, and we get a tag out to Yota as once again, we're down to these two in the ring. Both of them have a strong exchange until Yoda runs literally into a super kick by Hiromu. As we get towards this match end, it was a beautifully executed and ouch, man, the way he stretched him. Full crab submission that allowed Hiromu and an LIJ company to get the win here, as Hiromu basically had the Young Lion tap out. There was nothing he could do. So the way I see it is this. We are going to be in for one hell of a fight. I'm sure Hiromu's looking forward to having a lot of fun. But Tomohiro, I think he's in it to truly try and win this thing. And we might be on the verge of getting a rematch towards the end of last year's New Japan Cup if Tomohiro and Okada get through their quarterfinal matches, respectively. I'll talk more about that in a little bit. But a good match overall. Solid teaser things to come with the also post-match face-to-face between Tomohiro and Hiromu. You can just sense the aggression, the anger, the readiness of these two. And then, of course, we still had LIJ stand tall in the ring. They fist salute each other. LIJ all on one page, each with their own moves, of course, to be the top person. And, of course, Naito, he's just, tranquilo, but I'm sure he's just biting at the bit to see who he faces at Dominion. With that being said, we go to, of course, our cleaning and disinfectant break, and I thought so far the first half has been very pleasing now that I know things to come, and it kind of helped me guess what I thought I was getting right was the second half. They also played the video again of Way the Grandmaster. If it's not Mike Bailey, someone down in the comments, let me know who you think it is. I truly don't know who else it could be at this point, okay? And do you think he's going to show up at Dominion? Because I think he will, personally. Imagine if someone Shibata brought in like he did Kenta last year again. That'd be epic. Man, I hope Shibata one day could come back to pro wrestling, but who knows when that will ever be. Anyway, as we come back from break, we go into, I'm not going to lie, this was the match I was most looking forward to. I knew it was going to be a classic striking fest. Simple as that. And it was. But it was also a tale of two matches when you think about what we've seen over the coming weeks. As Kota Ibushi with the Ace of New Japan and Golden Ace partner and also tag team champion, IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champion, I might add, Hiroshi Tanahashi. He took on Taiji, the Holy Emperor, with Zack Sabre Jr. in his corner. And the Suzuki-Gun typical faction started out as you would expect, as both men in the actual match, they went at each other, and then it went all to the outside as Kota and Tanahashi, they got involved, tempers running wild, fists thrown everywhere, outside assault as Taiji tries to go for a count-out win. Kota gets in at 18 after almost getting choked out by camera cabling. Taiji really seems to like to go to that. Anyway, as this match continued, it just became a literal kickoff, no pun intended. Shout out to my friend on Twitter with that incredible pun. Anyway, the match continued though. Kota finally gets the match in his favor. We get a moonsault, then a ridiculous high kick. Thank God. That freaking high kick that Taiji does in the corner, whether it's jumping or just straight up in the side of your neck. Unbelievable. As again, he is a Techniker. Anyway, as this match continued, again, it was literally a battle of kicks. Both men trying to tie each other's leg up. One using the left, one using the right. I don't know whether or not they have more strength in one than the other, but both men were trying to tie up each other's legs. You hear the impact of all of this. And then we go from the legs to each man's chest as if they're taking a baseball bat to each other's ribcage. Good freaking Lord. At one point, literally, Taiji, he was brought down by a Kota kick, only for Taiji to come back as Kota wanted him to come back. You tell how much Kota wanted to kick this man's ass. And literally, Kota got dropped by a kick by Taiji. And then both these men, they basically had their final exchange in this kickoff where Kota got the Pele kick, only for Taiji to fall with a jumping high kick. Both men are down. Good Lord. Anyway, as the match continues, both men slowly get up and try to gain momentum. That ridiculous backdrop pull, aka Sato suplex from Taiji, puts the match to his favor, and we reach stage 2 as the pants come off. I've got to get a pair of those Rip-Away Taiji pants. I got to figure out a way to buy those. I hope they come on the NJCup token shop for the US. I guess. Sorry. Well, the most electrifying move in professional wrestling. There, I said it. Hello, Chris Charlton. Anyway, as the pants come off, we once again go. He tries to set up for his buzzsaw kick, and literally it gets countered into a last ride type powerbomb by Kota Ibushi after another kick to Taiji. Anyway, as the match progressed, Zack Sabre Jr., he gets more involved. The referee gets distracted. Marty Sami, by the way. And Marty Sami, basically, he's tied up dealing with Tanahashi and Zack Sabre Jr. through a good portion of this match. As we progressed towards the end of this match, there was one point where Ref was distracted again. Low blow into Gato clutch. He comes so close with that. I thought he freaking beat Kota at this point. I was like, oh, good Lord. Every time he does the low blow Gato clutch combination, I'm like, Taiji won here. No! But also I'm mutually, biased because of Suzuki-gun, Casanino Ray. I wanted Taiji to win this, but it just seemed like it would go in Kota's favor. Anyway, bang! V-trigger by Kota Ibushi. Both men are down. We're back to square one. And then Kota picks up Taiji and literally drops him on his head and neck in a package pile driver, only for the ref to be wiped out later on as he tries to pick up Taiji to go for his ace in the hole, Kamagoye. Ref gone, all hell breaks loose. Tatsuya tries to get the better of, Taiji's opponent and also their opposition towards the tag team titles as he locks him into a submission, only for the ace to be like, that's enough. Twist and shout, swing combination. Zack Sabre Jr. and Hiroshi Tanahashi, they are gone as the ace tries to control and basically remove outside interference. Only for second time ever, I might add, he used this. I can imagine Iska going, as literally Taiji pulls out the iron finger and nails Kota with it. only to follow up with Black Mephisto. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you already had your bracket broken, but I know some of y'all, including my friend Cindy, please follow at simplyc_OK on Instagram and YouTube and Twitter. Black Mephisto and, ladies and gentlemen, the Holy Emperor, to Miho Abe's pure joy from a distance, as she had a tweet. Taiji has beaten now both of the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions in a row, and Kota Ibushi is eliminated from the New Japan Cup. Taiji advances to the quarterfinals. What an absolute incredible classic of a match. What a breakout year it seems to be for Taiji with the matches he's had in these wins. Now imagine if he actually beats Okada at some point during this year, okay? I'm just saying. But right now, all the momentum's in Taiji's favor and Suzuki-Gun's favor as the Holy Emperor looks forward towards his next opponent, which, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting Taiji versus Sonata. That's going to be very interesting. But you got to imagine with the fact now that Taiji has been both the tag champs, bloody dangerous techers, they're going to get a tag team title opportunity at Dominion. I have to see that match happening here. There's no doubt in my mind. Simple as that. If you all agree or disagree, please let me know. Bottom line, this was an incredible match. I would love to see this again. Damn that ending, though. But the fact, again, the Iron Finger, he's only used it twice since he literally took it from Iska. Give credit where credit's due. Taiji got the win, folks, whether you like it or not. Anyway, as we move on from here, we go to our main event, which was Goto versus Evil. And literally, you think about Evil's last match with Kojima, that was a match of Lariatos. It was a lot of that here, but not necessarily the whole story, as both men literally met up, and this wasn't their first one-on-one encounter, obviously. Both men met up outside the ring before the bell even rung. And basically, these two just wailed into each other all over the place. By the way, that blue barricade in New Japan Pro Wrestling has got to be the strongest barricade in pro wrestling. Anyway, Impact. As this match continued, both men showing off speed, lariats, and literally clashing into each other as if you have gods clashing with lightning and thunders, like forces of nature. Good lord. Later on as the match progressed, by the way, Reshu Zumino was the referee. Shorter tackle finally puts the match in Evil's favor for a moment. He also, of course, swings a chair around Goto's neck. And yes, Milano, he was, of course, in his trance during Evil's entrance. I am not in that. Anyway, as the match progressed, there was speed, lariatos left and right, and there was a really unique exchange where both men got up, really were testing each other's fortitude, and clashing to each other, only for one to really throw the other off as they go in a different direction. Almost ran over Red Shoes. Good lord, man. Be careful. Change direction. He got him, Goto did, and then followed up with a beautiful Ushigoroshi for a near fall. As the match progressed, these two men, they were well into each other with, you know, New Japan way, a subtle exchange of forearms, left, right, back, forth, only for Goto to get the better of Evil with a reverse GTR. More collisions to the side, and then attempted a lariat that dropped Goto on his ass by Evil, and Evil tries to follow up, going for everything as Evil a number of times in this match, by the way, and then Goto just headbutts his freaking heart. Damn. As the match continues, he gets the GTW, not GTR, GTW on Evil for a near fall. But then as we go towards the end, Red Shoes gets crushed. That poor referee, man. The endurance of this guy, though. Good grief. And the match continues with a very odd end, as I feel like Evil is truly trying to prove a point that he's in this to win it by any means necessary. He literally... How can I put this subtly? Evil went to town on Goto's manhood with a stomp directly on it. Ouch. Enough said. As the match proceeds to its conclusion, Red Shoes gets up. Evil finally hits everything is evil and gets the win. 1, 2, 3. Poor Goto. Goto and Evil, though, this is not the first time they've clashed, okay? I've already talked to you about the records before. And again, Evil, I feel like this is an LIJ-driven New Japan Cup as far as some storylines and the participants you see in here and the matches I'm sure people are waiting to see or the breakout moments. And now we have Evil. I keep saying it. I feel like the left side of the bracket is going to come down to Evil and Sonata, and so far that stands. And so far my winner stands too with Sonata. As far as Goto, I'm not sure what's next for the guy. He's had a lot of mixed fortunes. Maybe he can go after the Neverweight Champion at some point again this year. Maybe he wants to go after the Intercontinental. But again, as long as both titles are held by Naito, I feel like both are going to be in contention in the same match. Goto's got a lot of work to do to prove why he deserves a title opportunity. With that being said, Evil, of course, he sends us off saying that he's going to win this. And this New Japan Cup is evil. Everything is evil. evil. Sorry. Anyway, that was the end of round 2 and this day's action. And literally, as a Cristiano put it, we have 3 first-time ever matches in our quarterfinals, which are all taking place tomorrow, and a Clash of Clash Brian brought back. Evil once again said, like I said before, this tournament's going to make me #1 around here, so I plan to win by any means necessary. Simple as that. So, with that being said, that was the results of the end of round 2. Let's go ahead and briefly discuss and highlight and predict what now is the quarterfinals. So, we have the following matches. We have the Stone Pitbull Tomohiro Ishii versus Hiromu Takahashi. This is their first time ever one-on-one clash, and I'm going to give you a little bit of some other facts here when you think about longevity, age, momentum, etc. Hiromu Takahashi, he's known as a techniker, been trained by Tetsuya Naito, as you know. Tomohiro Ishii, simple as that, he's a powerhouse and a brawler. Been trained by Riki Choshu and Jerichuko Churinyu. Apologies if I screw up those names. Tomohiro Ishii, he's a guy that is no nonsense. He wants you to break him the best fight you possibly can, but he's going to do everything in his power to break you. This is a heavyweight versus the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. This could be the biggest win in Hiromu Takahashi's young wrestling career, as he's only been wrestling now for 9 years, while Tomohiro Ishii's been wrestling, folks, for 23 years. You think about last year's New Japan Cup, and it literally came down towards the end to Tomohiro Ishii versus Okada, and to think Tomohiro Ishii has yet to be IWGP Heavyweight Champion, I really want him to push towards that. So I'm just going to be straight to you. This is going to be the toughest test of Hiromu's wrestling career to date. And I'm not just talking about his neck, which I'm sure Tomohiro Ishii is going to attack. I have no idea what sort of surprises Tomohiro Ishii is going to bring, because you know he adapts anyone's style. He might pull off a freaking Enziguri and might go to the top rope. If he tries to do a sunset bomb, that would be the biggest shock ever to me. But with that being said, I'm not going against the Stone Pit Bull. I think Tomohiro Ishii is going to prevail here, and this is where Hiromu's road stops for now. And I'm sure Hiromu's going to be like, that was fun, I want to face him again. But in my opinion, I feel Tomohiro Ishii is going to get past the ticking time bomb. Because again, this is a Stone Pit Bull. This is a brick wall that Hiromu's going to face. I don't think his bomb's got enough gunpowder to it to pierce through it. I might be wrong, though. We'll see. Again, this has been the most unpredictable New Japan Cup to date. But I am seriously looking forward to this match. The other match, though, on the left side of the bracket will be Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada facing Taiji Ishimori, the Bone Soldier, and the last representative left New Japan Cup for Bullet Club. So this is interesting for a couple of reasons. First off, both men have been trained by Ultimo Dragon, but Okada has literally taken some training from Taiji Ishimori. And to my knowledge, I believe this is these two first ever. Yeah, this is these two's first ever also one-on-one encounter. To some, this is a dream match. Can the Bone Soldier, former IWGP Heavyweight Champion, get past Kazuchika Okada, who I'm sure has been a favored penciled into everybody's brackets? With Okada being 32 years old, with 15 years of MMA experience, being an all-round wrestler, just as simple as that. While Taiji Ishimori, he is currently, yeah, believe it or not, he is currently 37 years old with 18 years of in-ring experience. And I think about both these men's styles. Of course, you know him. He's high flyer. He's martial arts. And Kazuchika Okada, he is kind of an all-round type wrestler. In my opinion, I feel like right now this is where the the NJCup is going to wave from the heavyweight side to the junior heavyweight side, while Tomohiro Ishii doesn't believe in weight classes. But I feel like right now the heavier duo is going to make it past their matches here, and we're going to get a rematch of last year between Ishii and Okada. And so those are my picks for the left side. Now, the right side of the bracket, we have the Holy Emperor, Taiji versus Cold Skull, Sonata. Ladies and gentlemen, Sonata is still my pick to win the entire thing this year, the New Japan Cup. That's why my bracket somehow is on its last legs, but still alive. With that being said, though, Taiji right now, the story going with him, I feel like, is more conveyed towards the IWGP Tag Team Championships. He's already proven a point being both of the champions, okay? So I feel like that story pretty much has been solidified. So now at this point, What does Taiji need here? Does Taiji truly want to win this, okay? Or is Taiji just trying to ruin everyone's day? Imagine if Taiji actually beats Sanada. How would you feel? But with that being said, Taiji, he is 40 years old with 17 years of in-ring experience, while Sanada, he is, wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. Sanada, I believe he has less years. Bleh, I cannot speak today. I'm sorry, folks. Sanada has yes years of in-ring experience, and I believe is also younger. When I think about though Sanada and really what I wonder is going through this man's mind, if he were to lose this, I could honestly see him going to excursion. But could that actually happen? I don't know if Taiji can actually beat Sanada. He's 32 years old, by the way, folks, and 13 years experience. Sorry, I had the wrong person brought up. Both these men, though, believe it or not, they have a. I don't think that these two have faced each other ever before. And I think about the fact that he's actually used the Iron Glove now, and I don't see any reason for Zack Sabre Jr. to be in his corner. I am actually going to say that I'm going to stick with my bracket, of course. And I feel like here is where we're going to stop for now with the Taiji run. As Taiji, of course, he and Zack Sabre Jr., Blade James Hebert, are going to have a tag team title match ahead of them. I mean, the most recent bout that Taiji and Sanada has been involved in, of course, was tags LIJ and Suzuki-gun. While Suzuki-gun did get the win back at Wrestle Kingdom, that match was more focused to convey the message of what to expect in Zack Sabre Jr. versus Sanada, which I'm sure everybody is waiting for that match to happen again. With that being said, I'm not going against Cold Skull here. I'm going with Sanada. And if Sanada loses, that's it for me. With that being said, our last match is Evo versus the Headhunter, Yoshihashi. Evo, of course, 33 years old with 9 years of ring experience. Yoshihashi, 38 years old with 11 years of ring experience. And these two have faced each other actually on a number of occasions, even before Evo was known as Evo. His original name, Takaki Watanabe, he and Yoshihashi, they met all the way back in 2012 during NJPW Never 9. The reason I know this is not just because of cage match. I literally watch these matches. I see how both these men grow. And you can really see a difference in their styles, especially. With that being said, the most recent encounters were during a few of last year's G1s in 2016 and 2018, where both men traded victories respectively. 2016, Yoshihashi won in 12 minutes, while Evil won in 12 minutes in 2018. With that being said, like I said, I feel like I've already mapped out the left side of the bracket. I truly think that the left side is going to come down to in the semifinals, Evil versus Sanada. So that being said, I got to go with Evil on this one, picking up the win. And it wouldn't surprise me if it was maybe with Darkness Falls, because I know he could do a Scorpion lock, but I feel like Yoshihashi is more focused as a submission wrestler versus a pinning technician. So with that being said, my picks for tomorrow, it goes like this. Tomohiro Ishii, Kazuchika Okada, Evil, and Sanada. And literally, folks, we will see all 4 of these matches tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, NJWWorld.com. With that being said, I'm done here for now. What do you think so far on New Japan Cup? Is your overall winner still in it? Is your bracket destroyed? Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Who's impressed you the most? What's been your biggest upset so far? What do you think still to come? What do you want to see? Let me know in the comments down below. Love to talk with you. And thank you for tuning in to this simple take on the NJ Cup. With that being said, you want to know more about me? Know this. I'm just a simple man. And if you haven't figured out by now, I am a lifelong fan of ... wrestling. I'm going to say that from now on because I feel like people always have to pick or choose and be biased and judge. Can't you just find joy in wrestling, connect with something, and respect others' opinions on it too? Dadgum. All this toxicity is freaking unnecessary. Support one another. Let's build a better community together. Anyway, look me up on Twitter, @NFoster9016, Instagram, @NFoster9016, YouTube channel, you're on the simple YouTube channel here at youtube.com/user/NoahFoster210. It's nothing but wrestling here, simple as that. Reviews, discussions, podcasts. At the heart of it now is my series, AEW Spark. I'll be doing a special month-long series of Siblin Summon Something in wrestling. So stay tuned for that. Episode 1 will be up later today. As we prepare for Fighter Fest tonight and NXT's Great American Bash, and prepare for more New Japan Cup action tomorrow, which of course I'll be back to give you a simple take on the quarterfinals, as well as episode 2 of Simplin Chatting. So use hashtag Simplin Chatting to send me your questions that you would like me to answer, because I'll answer as many as I can within 7 minutes. With that being said, please just support my friends, the Greg Cherry brand. Buy a shirt. I have multiple shirts, game show influence shirts. I love them. Thank you, Greg Cherry. You need a shirt made, or you have like a brand that you want to be like, defined. Look up PA Sensation. Look up the Greg Cherry brand. You will not be disappointed. Brand, excuse me, botch. With that being said, support WrestleJoy, support No DQ, support Sports Pro Wrestling, support Aftermatch Wrestling, support Team All Elite, support Pro Wrestling Discussions, support one another. Support wrestling. Support Prime Wrestling, folks. That's the heart of it, too. And yeah, I will be back also with a review of the Lions break as well, because I'm looking very forward to that. NJPW, my number one. Simple as that. As always, I'd like to close. Support your wrestling outlets big and small. Let's keep growing this incredible, diverse, unique, elite, authentic, unscripted, unrestricted wrestling community together. Simple as that. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. Hit the bell, know next video goes live on this channel. Hit the subscribe button, help me grow this channel, help me reach out to more of the rest of the community. Be you, be yourself, have fun with what you love. I mean, I've come to know so many people through this. And thank you to all 150 now that have been with me on this career's journey. I will not let up. I hope you've enjoyed the ride, and I hope you continue to go along with it, and may encourage you to pursue maybe a channel of your own. I'd love to see what sort of content you can make. I've seen many of my friends do it. Jen, Bigfield, Bree, the list goes on and on. With that being said, I'm done here for now. So again, it is 10:06 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, July 1st. I hope you all take care, enjoy life. Tomorrow's never guaranteed. Trust your families and enjoy wrestling. There's more out there than ever. Find what can connect to you. Find something that can connect with you. We all can connect with wrestling if we try. You'd be surprised because it gives you something, a little bit of everything. You might not like it all, but you'd be surprised what you could find that you do like. But until the next video, I'm done here for now. So with that being said, I just hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later on for my first episode of Sippin' Something, as well as tomorrow for the next episode of NJCup Simple Take. Coquinho, sayonara.